No, babe. Just bring it down and just film me. Oh! So close. Yes! That was awesome!
You didn't even have to get out of the car.
Yes! Well, it snowed all day yesterday. It snowed all day yesterday, and it snowed pretty much until like 1 or 2 in the morning. Gotta shovel the driveway today. I haven't shoveled in like 4 or 5 years. In today's video, we're gonna do 2 things. We're gonna discuss the best camera that I think you should be using. And because it snowed, I've been wanting to get some shots over, it's like in between Wisconsin and Minnesota, I believe, or it's a little bit in Minnesota. But it's like all these windy roads and all these pine trees that follow these roads. And it just looks so beautiful with the snow on the pine trees. And I'm just like, if I only had a drone. Now that it is done snowing and the conditions are way better than yesterday. I was gonna go yesterday, but I decided to stop. I'm gonna wait. But for right now, I'm gonna have to wait because I don't wanna fly my drone in these conditions. It's supposed to get worse overnight and tonight, so I'm just gonna wait till the snow settles down, wait till it kind of clears out, and then we're gonna go out and shoot. So I waited, it's super clear, roads are way better. I'm gonna finish shoveling, and then I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons why you should be using the 6D Mark II for all your vlogging needs, for photo needs, for everything YouTube content creation, and then we're gonna go get that shot. Boom. Hey guys, what's up? I'm Johnny Q. Thank you so much for watching the Johnny Q channel. I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons why I strictly use this guy, the Canon 6D Mark II, why this is the best camera for YouTube, for your photo content creation, for everything you need to create in 2019 coming up after the intro video. Roll the intro video. There's no intro video, I still gotta get that made. So you wanna start vlogging, right? It's 2019, it seems like everybody out there and their mom is vlogging, everybody out there is creating content like crazy on all the social media platforms, and that's awesome, and you wanna get started. As promised, I'm gonna give you the 5 reasons as to why I use the Canon 6D Mark II strictly for YouTube, all things photography, and all of my content creation. Reason number 1, it's a full frame sensor. The full frame camera is everything. You know, cameras like the Canon 60D, the 70, and the 80D, those are all crop sensors. Meaning, if you were to take something like the 24-70 and you put it on something like the 80D, gotta make sure my calculations are correct. So 24 millimeters times 1.6, because that's the crop factor on the Canon 80D, you get a 38.4. And then you do 70 times 1.6, 30 to like 112 millimeter focal length. And it's not really using the full, I mean, if anything, you get more focal length, which is awesome, but you're not really using like the full potential, I think, in a lens like 24-70 if you're using that 80D. Now, as you know, when you put it on something like the 6D Mark II, it's got a full frame. So it's gonna use all 24-70 millimeters in that focal length, which, in my opinion, I love that, because if I put something on like a 16-35, which I'm using right now, I can put that thing on there, the 6D Mark II, it won't crop my image. Which leads me into my next point number 2, and that's auto freaking focus, okay? I guess let me show you what I mean by the autofocus. So, is it tracking? By the way, I'm shooting this video right now, the Canon 5D Mark IV. So I know there's no flip out screen and I can't really see what's going on. If I come out of in the frame, side to side. I mean, from what I've seen and how I've used the 16-35, it's tracked really well with the 6D Mark II. So autofocus is no issue. Flip out screen, you actually can focus on, you know, your subject if they're in front, and if they're moving, you actually drag the focus where they're going to. which is pretty cool. The auto freaking focus from Canon, the 6D Mark II, is incredible. That is another reason why I use this. Reason number 3 is usability and durability. When I started like trying to vlog and create more content, I went to the 80D, you know, going from a Mark II to a Mark III from the 5D series. Like I knew where everything was, like shutter speed, ISO, all the buttons, what the menu options were. Going to the 80D, I realized, of course it's gonna be the same. Of course it's gonna be the same layout because it's Canon. I think Ethan's at the door right now. Okay, I think he left. So yeah, going from like the 5D Mark II to the Canon 5D Mark III, then going to the 80D for vlogging, like I knew where everything, all these styles are very familiar. Style up here, the wheel, the buttons, autofocus. I mean, all these buttons right here, super familiar. The screen, very intuitive. I dropped the 5D Mark II and the 5D Mark III from like 4 years ago, you know, several times just because there's some dings, some scratches, some scuffs, but like those, the 5D series, they're just built like tanks, as you know. But 6D Mark II is very durable. Like you just, when you grip it, it feels like a 5D series. It feels like, it is a pro camera, and it feels right. It feels good in the hands. Everything about this camera, like it's just, is heavenly. Okay, and my point number 4 is this. Okay, this is probably the deal breaker for, I mean, in my mind, I don't know how you can create videos and vlog and create all this content without having this flip out screen. Like I'm having a hard time just trying to, like I don't know if I'm still recording. I hope I am. Yes, I'm still recording, but it's just so hard to actually see. Like, I don't know where my levels are at with audio, like what the color is, which is why the setup is different, because it was just super bright and I had to go back and forth, back and forth. If I had this flip out screen on something like the Mark IV, I'd be able to just, you know, put it there. Okay, that lighting's here. You know, shutter speed. Okay, boom, exposure's great, composition's great. Welcome back to the Johnny Q channel. Thank you so much for watching. And again, I don't know where my composition is being held at, what my lighting situation is. Am I still recording? I don't know my audio levels. With the glorious flip out screen, I can see all those things. Like, it's so amazing. And just for photography reasons, let's just say you're out, you know, you gotta get an angle from this angle, right? And you don't wanna be doing this, looking like kind of a weirdo. All I have to do is flip out that screen, get any angle you want. Be like, okay, from the ceiling, okay, how about this? Okay, perfect. Swivel it however you want, and boom, you're good to go. So, another reason why the Canon 6D Mark II is just a workhorse, okay? I'll give you the last point when we get there. Boom, let's do it. You're not driving? So I don't remember where it is, but I know that it's, I know when we get there. We'll see it. We'll have to stop it by like on the edge of the road. Sound good?
Yeah.
Ethan's already asleep. Unfortunately, it did not snow in this part of the state, which kind of is a bummer, but at least it snowed here, and it's kind of like all the way up this hill. But for my 5th and final point, this is it. Are you ready? And that's one simple thing: Canon's color science. You're probably like, dude, that's not even a good reason. But let me tell you, yes it is. Canon's color science is just purely amazing. If you're one of those people that just film, I don't know why you would do this, but like grab your clips, edit your clips and put them all together, and not even color correct or splice every clip and then put it together and make an actual video. You can just upload it to YouTube. You could do that with a Canon 6D Mark II, not even color correct. Why? Because Canon's color science is just spot on. Like, I'm seeing in the flip screen and it looks pretty dang good. Like my skin tone, the color in the back, I mean the snow. I step out in the light and it looks really good. So yeah, that is a huge reason as to why Canon 6D Mark II is probably the best. That is it for today's video. A bummer about the snow. One day we're gonna come back here and get really good footage of everything, of all the hills around me with snow. But for now, enjoy this footage. 3, 2, 1.